Hey, you guys are here already? Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Coming. Let me just, I'm trying to share it. We live. Good morning, everyone. It's a new week, it's another week, and we're here again. The usual. It's another day to cook. Today we have a lot of things to talk about, right? Last week we did not meet because I was still trying to settle, right? But as you can see, glory be to God, we're in a new space. It's going to be our first live stream from the, you know what I mean? But most importantly, we'll discuss certain key market changes. Anyway, let's just give your colleagues some time to just join. I'm sure today we can hit 100 easily and then continue from there. I read a few comments, then we continue. But let's wait for them to join. Anyway, let me read. Julie says she's number one today. Congrats to you. Great. Good morning. Keep cooking. Good morning. We missed this boss. We are here now. We are here now. Rich case. Admin says good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Good to have you again. Good to have you guys again. Good morning, Chef. Please, how are you doing? I'm doing very well. By His grace, how are you doing too? Yep, yep. Thanks for the knowledge you shared at the theater as well. You're welcome. With that being said, how many of you were at the National Theater for the event? It was a really nice one. It's been a while I interacted with you guys personally. All right, so but watch out for more. It was more of like a general expo, so I didn't have much time to talk about all the things that I want to talk about. But from next year going, we're gonna have, you know, much more intimate events where we get to discuss into details, even the strategy, how to, profit from the market as well. How many of you would like to hear such? Not saying what I shared was not important, though it was very, very important. Those of you who listened will know that there was deep nuggets. We need a tour of your new home. Don't worry. Don't worry. We are currently still furnishing. So when we put everything together, you're gonna get that tour. Chef Rick. Okay, hit. Please, I can hear you. Please, it may be easy. Can anybody else hear me, or it's only her? Please, what pair is this? This is XAU USD. This is gold. Gold. Tomorrow is my birthday. Happy birthday in advance, prom. So I see a lot of good mornings here. Okay. I couldn't make it. I mixed it. Okay. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Kojo Free. Ni says I was there. Very insightful event. Yeah. Oh, a lot of you were there. I was there live in flesh. An amazing event. Nice one. GH Deck missed it. Next time, make it. Right. Okay, we are 100 viewers already. So let's kickstart so we can kick the ball rolling quickly. Right. Let me know where you are joining me from this morning. What country are you joining me from, or your location? Where are you joining me from this morning? Put that in the comment section now. Today, you guys are gonna analyze the chat for me. Or you're gonna help me analyze the chat together. Anyway, okay. I see Nigeria. There's a lot of Nigerians on the session this morning. Timothy from Nigeria, Tema, Ghana. Okay, Ghana, Dubai. Host your own event so that we can listen to all the knowledge. Because I could see the time given to you was enough for the knowledge you wanted to share. Yes, we'll do that. Don't worry. From Ghana, but working in Qatar. Okay, Ghana. Love from Nigeria. I think it's time I come to Nigeria again. It's Ghana, Nigeria, Ghana. Joining from a lot of Ghanaians. I see Cameroon in the building. Kaswa, Kumasi. Hey, shout out to everybody. Anyway, let's just jump to today's business. From Ghana, I'm right here to be precise. Hey, I'm right here at the top side. Okay, so let's go straight. Let's cook now. To be honest, gold. I don't know if it is just me, but gold these days has been a bit trickish. It's like if you play, you will learn. I don't know if it's just me. Trading gold has been a little bit extra dicey these days, especially, which was expected anyway, especially after this bullish run. When this bullish run was happening, where every morning you can just get buys, every morning you can just get buys. It looked like gold became easy to trade. I saw it coming. I just knew that it's going to get to a time where it's going to become quite complex. The market just has its way of doing things, right? Uh, but at the same time, if you have a system that you trade, I spoke about adjusting your system or adjusting according to market conditions quickly, right? Now, but also don't forget about the higher time frame, because you've been trading on the lower time frame, You can be tempted to forget mostly about what happens. You can be tempted to forget mostly about what happens on the higher time frame, but it is still key. It is still paramount. It still tells you exactly where the market is going, is headed in the long run. And also, don't forget that one of the main reasons why we switch to the lower time frame for entries is just because of the pip count. So, the 4 hour time frame is still very good for direction. As a matter of fact, you can even still trade there, but just that you most likely not trade there because of the pip count. If you, where you're supposed to put your stop loss and all of that. Let's say, let me give you a typical example. Let's say you were able to get this double top from this point. Now on the 15 minutes, if you're on the 15 minutes, let me show you something. Let's take it here like this. Okay. If you are so blinded on the 15 minutes, you might just think it's another, you know, pullback. We are getting towards this high again. We might just break it and keep going. But if you combine it with a 4 hour, you will know that price is headed to a proper resistance, which is like an all-time high, and then you will also want to pay attention to whatever happens there on the higher time frame as well. You get that's what I meant by always not forgetting what is happening on the higher time frame as well. So let's see how this one goes. Now, even if you decided to take this trade here, you see how much you're supposed to risk in pips. Put this here and then put your stop loss somewhere here. That's about 690, 690 pips, almost 700 pips stop loss. I don't think I don't think anybody from the retail side is ready to risk that huge when it comes to pips. That's why we always go on the lower time frame to try and find entries. Other than that, the higher time frame is still very, very good and valid for your direction or directional bias, right? So let's close this. Let's make sure that we are priced now up to date. Now, since price did that, what did we have next? Right? What did we have next? We had price rally down here, give us some form of consolidation, which is more of like a, let me draw this thing properly so that we get to see what we are doing here. Okay. Sorry. Price dropped from this point, give us much something like a more or less like a triangle. I'll show you. So we have this here being like the lows all the way here. So this is more or less like a bearish triangle. Then boom, it dropped. It dropped on a market open. That was like on a Monday. I think last week Monday. That's when the move started happening. So it sold and went exactly where, to the previous high of this level. Okay, it came all the way to the previous high of this level. It reacted off there nicely, and since then it's been here. Now this previous level is also a psychological level of 3,900. So you know, gold was just rallying up, and the reset was needed. It just kept creating all-time highs too easily, right? So we got to 4,000, almost 4,400. People even started projecting 5,000, but at this point, 5,000 is now quite a distance from here, and we are already in November. So most likely we just trade around this point, rally into November. Mind you, this is still a hypothesis, okay? It's not final, but looking at the way gold has been moving currently, we might just trade around this point, maybe go back up a bit. If it does it very, very fast, I mean, we still have 2 months, November and December. We can still hit that 5K. Or gold can just play around, go a little bit above 4K, the year ends, and then next year we continue again. But whatever the case is, whether this year, whether next year, whatever it is, just know that gold is literally still just in a correction phase for that next bullish run, because gold is going to be bullish regardless in the long term. In the long term, you just need to know how to interpret the technicals and then what the fundamentals as well. Currently, what are technicals telling us? After bouncing off this level, gold is struggling to go back up. Oh. Those of you who have noticed, um, look around this point. On the 15 minutes time frame, you would have seen all of this here. But if you check even on the higher time frame, you can see that it's failing to break this high. And until gold breaks this high aggressively, we might not get like that push. As a matter of fact, even today, it's looking like it's looking like it wants to, drop down a bit and probably come and retest this level again before continuing all the way back up. Yes, because this level here too is like a previous low. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm seeing. This level here is like a previous low, so this could be like a break and retest level, which has been reacting off it for for so many times now. This was the first one, first reaction, second reaction, third, fourth. It's just been finding it difficult to break this level properly. So as far as price is trading below this level, we could have price come all the way back down. So price gonna play between these two before we have that main break. Okay, so hard time frame wise, if price finds his way back here, this would be a main decision point again. We could have it go back up, or we could have it finally even break this again, go to, once it breaks it, we look for the next level or next possible level is going to go to. We could have a retest, we could have a continuation, we could have a respect this level, or also we could even have price just linger around here a bit, linger around here a bit, do a thing, not necessarily come all the way down here and then still go break up, you know, breakouts. But as it stands for me, my bullish confirmation will come more if it successfully breaks this level, then we can jump in for more, like we can be confident about more buys. It doesn't mean, I've always given you guys this principle, okay? This principle of when price is going lower, especially if the trend is pointing up, when price is going lower, it's good because it just gives you a better buying point. It gives you lower prices to buy from. It's just like it's logical. It's logic. The price of gold you're seeing over there is the price of gold. So let's say, and so depending on the commodity you're trading and the fundamentals that back that commodity and how valuable that instrument is, you can interpret how the price should be or what the price should be like. So let's say that price over there represents like the price of this iPhone on the chart, right? In the long term, let's say this is the latest iPhone or for whatever it is, some kind of demand have been created for this iPhone, and we all know that it's going to go up. I'm talking about gold here, it's going to go up regardless because of how precious it is. If the price of the iPhone is at 20,000 Ghana cedis or 27,000, almost 30,000 Ghana cedis, and you're already seeing that it's expensive, okay? And it's something that you want to buy, and not just you, but you and everybody else wants to have a piece of. If you wake up tomorrow and you see a massive drop in 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 the price of iPhone from 20,000 cities to like 10,000 cities, what's going to be your first thought? What's going to be your first thought? I like how everybody's quiet, but this is a question for you guys. I've seen the first answer. I'll grab mine. I'll grab mine. I don't want to be you're the only one listening or you're the only person listening. I want more answers. you buy more. Time to buy it cheap. Exactly. This is even a much more better answer. Don't you think that you are all wrong? You are very correct. But the whole point is that time to buy it cheap. Somebody says could also think that it is fake. No, it's not fake. You see, this is Apple original website telling you that the price has dropped from like let's say $2,000 to like $1,000. So you know it's not cheap. It's not fake. It's not as if somebody is trying to shorten their price. No, this is like global price. That's what's happening. You get what I'm saying? You buy, aha. So that's the whole idea. So whatever is backing that instrument, let's say something like gold that we know in the long term is going to be it's a safe haven. It has all these fundamental backings, right? That indicate that in the long term is supposed to be valuable. When price is dipping, when price is going down, it just gives us better price to buy from again. So it's not a big deal. All you have to do is that you have to read the chart very well so that you don't rush it. Because let's say when it dropped here, immediately it dropped here, then you said that okay, it has dropped a bit, let me buy. It has dropped a bit, let me buy. You'll be trapped. You don't know. You have to be able to know when the drop is being exhausted. Okay? And that is where the market structure and all of those candlestick reading and the market comes to play. All of your technical skills, that is where it comes to play. So if you are active in the market and you are seeing something like this bearish triangle right here, you know that this is supposed to be an indication, sorry, for more sales. So I don't see yourself trying to say that okay, it has ended. Let me buy from here. Then also this point right here, this one, when it came back to this support level, you can tell. Look at how aggressive the bearish candles are. So it's not even going to cross your mind to buy from here. But when it got here, look at how this candle reacted nicely. If you buy from here, I will not fault you because as a matter of fact, you even made some profits. You made it all the way up to here, about 800 pips. Okay, 800 pips. Just that this is just not the move yet. I mean, at the point, I also even thought that I didn't see this happening. At the point, this is how I was looking at the market. Okay. At the point, this is how I was looking at the market. It looked very bullish. It looked like, okay, this level has a lot of volume. It has been respected, and it looks like it's going to break this level and just keep going. Just keep going. But look at what happened next. It respected it. And in the purpose of respecting it, we are creating that sort of triangle again or whatever it is. This is looking more bearish than bullish right now. Now, and bearish is not as if it's going to, it's not a condemning bearish like let's go all the way down. It could be, that's why I just explained earlier. It could be that quick bearish move, maybe back to these lows or or whatever it is. Now, this is the higher time frame perspective anyway. We're going to go on the lower one to see how price is doing as well. At the end of the day, we are day traders. The higher time frame gives us a direction, but it's the lower time frame that will give us that daily chop mode, that those daily pips, which will transcend into that swing move when the market is ready on the higher time frame. It's as easy as that. It's not so easy, but it's easy. Yeah. So let's continue this. Okay. So this is what we have here. Now, lower time frame, 15 minutes. Lower time frame, quickly. This is looking bearish from the higher time frame, but I'll have this here as a potential low. As a matter of fact, I will have this level here to first, right? So if price comes here, depending on what happens here, if it's a strong bullish confirmation, mind you, listen to me carefully. If it's a strong, if price comes here and we get that nice trick, it tries to break it and it goes back up, it's a strong bullish confirmation. I can easily buy. Why? Because when something like that happens, it can buy back to this level. Now, this is not going to be This might not be that explosive move, but from this point to this point alone, it's about what, 400 pips. As a day trader, that is more than enough. More than enough. You get what I'm saying? And also, even though I'm looking at, let's say, sales, or looking at that is bearish, it's something I would have loved to be in from this point. So I know that there are traders who are already even in sales, or who are in sales from maybe this point yesterday or last night or whatever it is, and they are even actually hoping for price to continue to the downside, right? Now, would I sell here? No, because it's like just too open. We are either selling high or we are buying low. So our key points or our entry points are very, very important in the market. That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like breakouts. Even though sometimes I'm forced to take breakouts because of the market conditions, I do not like breakouts. I like the market at starting points, highs or lows. Those are better entries according to what I've seen in the market so far. Okay, so if this makes it back here, we get a nice confirmation, we could sell. And then if we get a nice confirmation here as well, we could buy. If it breaks it, then at this point, I might have to find a way to jump in on some breakouts, which I doubt I will. But now, personal experience, gold has been so tricky. I personally want to take my time before I look for setups, because that's how yesterday just did some things, and a whole me psychology expert like me was just falling to the markets. That's moose. Had to it got to time I had to just take a chill pill, but like, you know what? Do your thing. Do your thing, gold. Another important thing is, who else has noticed that gold's pip count has increased? The average pip count of gold has increased from from what it used to be. So any small move, 100 pips, any small move. So, and it's making the stop loss in pips quite huge. Now, don't get me wrong, the risk to reward is still the same, because if the stop loss in pips is huge, it definitely just makes your reward also huge. But huge stop loss already is not allowing us to put like our maximum loss sizes. So these days, my loss sizes has been lower than it used to be. That's number one. Number two, as well, when this thing happened the last time, I remember one of the ways I adapted was to, I used to like to use 15 minutes for my confirmations, but I started using more of 5 minutes as well. So 5 minutes can give you like some early confirmation, provided it is solid, okay? It can give you some early confirmation. It helps to reduce your pips and stop loss as well a bit, you know. So that's how I personally have been managing the situation, right? 100 pips per second is crazy. Yes, it is crazy. And if you are on the right side, you tend to eat good, because you open your eye 300, 400, but if you're on the wrong side as well, it's not a nice experience at all. So that is what I will be looking at this morning on the market. As a matter of fact, none of my setups are ready yet, and it's already 4:34 a.m. So for the most part, what I'll be doing here is just be chilling, just be watching, observing the market. Today, I want to really, really play my cards well, so that my first entry will be like a good one. I always have two attempts in a day. I've shared this with those of you who have been here from the beginning, that I always have two attempts in a day. That's how I manage my risk. Okay. If the first one doesn't go well, and I find another setup that same day that makes sense, I go for it. Once that one also does not go well, that is it. Yesterday was one of the days that I broke my rules. And as I said, yesterday I was really just all over the place. Gold was tormenting me. So I took two losses, and instead of me to be done, I just went in for the last one again. And God being so good, or me being lucky, the last one actually played out. Right, I made about, I think, 200 and something pips, and then so we kind of like just balanced it, balance the losses, and then so yesterday I did not make any crazy money, because I had already taken like losses. But yesterday is just Monday. Today is another day. We go again, and that's how we do it, right? Somebody says waiting for 15 minutes candle to close and your SL is 150 pips. Yes. So sometimes even that I'll have to take a trade like that and not put the SL below the range, or I'll just put the SL at my discretion. I was tormented to I just log out to sleep. Exactly. If you keep following or keep chasing it, you're just going to lose more money, and the next day you will not even have any money in your account to come and face the market again. So if you've never heard of we live to fight another day, yeah, that's it. You need to know when to say enough is enough. I'll be back. Right. So that's it. That's what I have for you guys today. I'm giving you my key points of interest as well. At the same time, too, I'll definitely send a straight signal as well. So let me just paste the Telegram link right now in the comment section, and then those of you who want to join, which I highly recommend that you join, because if the setup is ready, that is where I'm going to be sharing that is where I'm going to be sharing it. So I just pasted a link right there. If you're not in the community, click on it to join. Okay. Then what else? Fundamentals. Fundamentals. Today is Tuesday. We have AUD, 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 NZD, NZD. We do not have any USD fundamentals, so there's really nothing to worry about. Unless, of course, there's a random something from Trump. Trump just say something. Well, a lot of things happening in the US. We're good fundamental wise, but there's quite a lot of them coming in from different currencies anyway. If you want to pay attention to them, you can. Right. So, guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video. Um, it's going to help us grow more and more. Yep, basically. So, and if you have any questions for me, now is the time. I'll take a few questions, and then we bounce or we dip, because it looks like we're not getting a setup like immediately, and I wouldn't want to stay here that long without a setup. But I'll give you guys the insights and what I'm looking out for. Please. So nobody is literally talking about my birthday tomorrow. Hey, Mr. Prom, do you want to cry? We've said happy birthday. We've said happy birthday over and over again, but it's like Mr. Prom wants us to throw a party for him on YouTube Live. We should sing for him, eh? Please, how do you mark your psychological or your key level? Okay. Please, what strategy do you trade with? SMC? No, I do not trade with SMC. I trade with the OG market structure, support resistance, Fibonacci's, the OGs, what the Gen Zs, what you guys like to call basic now. We are making basic money. Whilst you guys are making the complex money. But please, do you still use trend lines? I hardly use trend lines. I use trend lines to tell or to just add to the direction and whatnot. But I hardly use trend line for confluence like a trade decision. I hardly use it. I like to use the lows and highs. Then let's talk about the gentleman who says key levels. So key levels, it's simple, okay? It's simple. The whole idea behind key levels, right, is um, once again the iPhone example. The market that you're seeing there, sometimes the charts and things will make you forget that is a real marketplace where you have active buyers and sellers. Just that price is being represented by this graph that's here on the screen. So if you go to the marketplace and you're trying to buy something, right? Logically, what how are the prices quoted for you? The prices are quoted in round numbers, like the nearest round number. Oh, we are selling this for 5,000 to this, or we're selling this for 5,500 to this, 5,250 to this. You don't see anybody saying that they're selling something for 27.365 cities, those kind of things, you know. And even if you are trying to bargain, and they say this is 10,000 cities, the next thing you're saying is, oh, let me give you 9,000 cities. You don't say, let me give you 98.63 cities, or you don't say those things, right or wrong. Exactly. So it's the same way, it's the same ideology behind the market that, okay, prices or certain round numbers can act as what reactionary levels between or buyers and sellers. So good prices to either buy in or sell from. That's the whole idea behind psychological levels. Now, at this point, it's only because you always I'll give you 199.99 deal. And even that 199.99 deal, technically, that you always running up to what, $200, right or wrong? The 49.99, you always running up to $50, right or wrong? Yes. None of you actually says the 49.99. You just like saying exactly. So, so you come to the market, just that it becomes discretionary. Okay, which of the levels is going to be your psychological level? That's why psychological level is not really like, um, let's say, like sure banker. It must get there. Let me show you something. Let's go to like the monthly time frame. Oh, okay. We'll see it properly on the 4 hour, by the way. But my psychological levels, I decided to use a 500 pip range, right? 500 pip range. Some people use 50, some people use 250 pips, and the rest. But when I decide to use 50 and 250 pips in addition, I feel like my lines become too many on the chart. So I decided to just focus on the 500 pip interval, and that's what I've stuck with. Not to say that the 250 and 50 pips don't work, it works as well. But you see that I'm okay and comfortable. So all you have to do is to just pick any of the numbers. Let's say 1,600 right here. The next one should be 1,650, 1,700, 750, and you keep adjusting as and when it's happening. So you currently, our current psychological level is 4,450, and I stopped updating because price didn't go above it. So if price goes above this one too, then I can do 4,500, then I can do 4,550, and so on. And so, how can I make you my mentor? You message me on Telegram. If you have my Telegram, you message me. If you do not, click on the link right now that is pinned in the comment section. It will take you to a Telegram channel. Join the channel. Click on the bio of the channel. You see the admin. The admin is tagged as my handle that is there. You chat and it takes you straight to my personal Telegram inbox or DM. Then you see what is on your mind. Then we take it from there. Somebody says there's more like break everything. I should watch out. I think I've seen it. Something like here, right? Valid. Valid though. I'm not gonna lie you. It's looking tempting now. But let's see. 160, 70. Is it really worth it? 70 to 100. The reason why I don't want to rush it. Okay. Wow. Oh, Jerome is here again. Good morning, boss. Please, last time you supported of 200 cities for the event. Thank you. So I was surprised at the event. So this gentleman, if you remember one of the live sessions, I think the one before this one, oh, the service playing out massively well, massively. So if you're in the source, congratulations to you. But me, I'm waiting some more. As I said, I want to really wait some more. I want to. It's valid, very, very valid. At least back to this level. At least back to this level. Anyway, let's continue. Then he was like he's gonna come to the event and support him in transportation. I sent to it. This was like 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks to the event. So I thought he would not make it because I know how human beings are. Yeah, by car with this car, you spend the money car, he will not come. You get what I'm saying? Only for me to see that this gentleman came, he saw me. He usually even showed me our chats. He showed me our chats where I sent him the money and everything. And I was saying like, that's very impressive. That's somebody who holds, who has integrity. When they say they'll do A, they'll do A. And I was very impressed by that. Keep that up, right? And keep going, keep going, keep going. Chef Rick, as a trader, what were the key things you wanted to know about the market? The key things is I wanted to know about the market technically is what causes price to turn at this point, or where will price um, potentially turn? Like the key turning points. I was really really interested in that. Yeah, technical wise, fundamental wise, I really wanted to understand those things, those macro, this trying to add it together. And trust me, that one it's not so easy. I'm still even building on that, even though I'm better than what I used to be. It's not really entirely easy. It's also one thing, sorry, that I really wanted to understand. Combining the macro and then the technicals, or combining fundamentals as a whole, and being able to interpret with precision what's going to happen next. You, these boys, be very careful. But please, is the good. So, for the gentleman who asked about the psychological levels, I hope that is clear now. Boss, please, is the good always invest to the GBP? Good always invest to GBP? I don't know. I don't know about the correlation of those two. I don't know. I don't even know if they have any correlation at all. This is new to me. Okay. All right. Well, Hey, Marcellus, how is it going? People are hot, eh? I will let you know. Yeah, somebody says please let us know when you take. I'll let you know. That's why I said you should join the channel. I'll send the coordinates there. Good, good, why you? But no panic, no panic, oh, no panic. Do not panic. I will send the parameters to your boss. Friday mood boss. And if possible, can you send the parameters to your channel? Yes, sir, boss. I will send it to your channel. Yes, sir. My first is Omega go back to GBUSD. If you want to run it, you are the newbie gold traders, eh? When gold was buying, you were enjoying gold, you came in. Now I'm going to show you small this thing. Everybody's running back. Anyway, guys, let's not waste much time today. It's good to see you guys again. Hey, there are not much more questions for me today. This one, I'll leave this for you guys. Best believe I'm going to share the trade when it is ready. When I am in, I'll share it. Right. So see you guys in the next one. Peace out. You haven't seen TP since last Friday. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, Friday. Last Friday is just. Oh, come on, man. Friday, Saturday. We are not trading. Saturday, not trading. Just Monday. Don't, don't do that. It's good. Be a man. All right, guys.